Johnny K. Welcome to Groovemaster Studios. Today we're going to be talking about Peterson Stroke Tuners, my absolute #1 favorite tuner in the world. As you can see, I've been using Peterson Stroke Tuners in the studio for 20 years. When I was first starting my studio, a friend of mine from Players Guitars lent me the Peterson 420, and I started using it and never looked back. The accuracy of the tuner is what I needed to hear when I was doing guitar tracks, and I could never go back to one of these needle tuners. It was just too crude. I needed to see what was happening with the guitar. I needed to be able to intonate in the studio on the fly if something was off. It saves me a ton of time, and I can't get the result out of any other tuner that I found. So, a typical setup for me while tracking is to run the guitar through a splitter and take one of the lines back into the tuner. And I leave it on all day, every day. I'm listening. I can either hear if the guitar's out of tune, I can say stop, let's check it. We don't have to patch in, we don't have to, it's in there. If something's sounding funky up here, high, I say, well wait, we need to check the intonation. You know, sometimes the Peterson will reveal that it's not an intonation issue, but rather a technique issue. Maybe the artist is pulling the string a little bit when he frets it. So it reassures me that our guitars, our instruments are right, and that it's a performance issue, and I can address it at that point. It's an invaluable tool. It's on from the time I start tracking guitars till the time I'm done at the end of the day. It's on bass guitars. A lot of bass players will fret or play real hard, and the Peterson's fast enough to, you know, running it in line like that, it's fast enough to show, and I can show the artist too, hey look, watch the screen, fret that note the way you fretted it. See that? It's going a little sharp. Now fret it, you know, straight down on the neck rather than pulling it. You'll see it's in tune. You know, we've tuned the guitar, and I trust that it's in tune. I haven't tuned a guitar without it in 20 years. Anybody that shows up, a band comes with all their gear, their guitars, everything. Before we push record, it's getting checked on the Peterson. One of the most important things, I think, in the studio, for sure, be in tune. As the producer, I think that people kind of are coming in and expecting me to take them to the next level. As an artist, expecting me to make them sound better than they sounded before. And one of the things I can do to help them sound better is to be more in tune than they were on their demos or in their last album or in their last recording. And I take pride in that.